Sarvat, please begin. Yes, ma'am. I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I'll start. So, good morning, everyone present here. I am Sarvat Mulla, President of Master Student Council Committee. Welcome you all on behalf of SVT College of Home Science, Autonomous, SNDT Women's University. On the occasion of Pani Day, and our theme is World Water Day, there is no planet B, every drop counts. As we know that life would not be possible without water, every year, 22nd March is celebrated as International World Water Day since 1993. And today's spotlight topic is on the importance of water and to raise awareness of the 2 billion people currently living without access to safe water. The core focus is to inspire action towards the Sustainable Development Goal of water for all by 2030. We need to work together to sustainably manage this precious resource, and this is why we are here to make a difference. So let's begin the session by inviting Ms. Vidya Thakur, who is the Gymkhana chairperson of SVT Student Council Committee, to deliver the welcome speech. Over to you, Vidya ma'am.
Thank you, Sarvat. Good morning, dear all present in this year 2022 event on World Water Day, that is 22nd March, in collaboration with Pani Foundation and Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I, Mrs. Vidya Thakur, welcome in this interesting concept. There is no planet B. Every drop counts. We begin the program with our university song. I request all to rise for the university song. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Take your seats.
Now I'd like to again invite Vidya ma'am to introduce our principal ma'am.
It's my great opportunity to meet you here. It's my great opportunity to introduce our own principal, Dr. Jagmeet Madan, our principal of the college, Sir Vittaldas Thakursi College of Home Science Autonomous, SNDT Women's University, Mumbai. Madam is a dynamic principal and professor, Department of Food, Nutrition and Dietetics. She is a national president of Indian Dietetics Association, India representative of Asian Federation of Dietetics Association, and member of various national and international councils. Madam has a very big introduction and biodata. We will have to have the complete time of this program to explain about her. So, Madam, I would like you to invite for the welcome address for today's event. There is no planet B. Every drop counts. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Sorry, can you hear me now? I think there was some.
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm extremely happy today that first, there is a silver lining after 3 waves of COVID. And as a head of the institution, I'm so elated that we have finally become physical after 2 years. And it's such a joy to meet our kids, our students on the campus, though we are still opening up in a very phased manner. And this pandemic has taught us that how we can maximize the benefits of being physical and being virtual. So I think today's event is a hybrid mode. So some of us are here in college physically, but yet we are connecting to a bigger audience virtually. Because in a city of Mumbai, we know that how challenging is travel, and people spend hours together, reaching from one destination to the other. And when we connect with the important people who have limited time, I think virtual mode really helps. And they are more accessible, they are more available. So a folded hand thank you to Miss Lippy Mehta. I think she has joined. Maybe Miss Lippy, if you can put on your video, I'd love to see you. Head of the Outreach and Partnership Pani Foundation. And Mr. Sanjeevan Pawar, who is the Assistant Engineer, Water Department, Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. So thank you, Lippy ji, thank you, Sanjeevan ji, for being a part of this very important program of the college. Now, talking about Sir Vittaldas Thakursi College of Home Science, I think we began with the university song. So the most proud moment for us is that we are a constituent part of, a university, which is, according to me, a heritage university, which is only 107 years old and was started by none other than, Bharat Ratna Maharishi Dondo Keshav Karve with 5 students. And today we are, reaching out to more than 60,000 students across India. So we are blessed to be one of the constituent college of this prestigious university. Our own institution is more than 6 decades old, and we are extremely indebted to our founder, Sir Vittaldas Thakurse and Lady Prem Leela Thakurse, who envisioned this institution and gave us that courage and strength to move ahead And this institution has never looked back from the time we were founded. It was the first degree college. It was the first autonomous college of the state of Maharashtra. And today, I'm extremely proud to say the college was awarded the Best College Award 2021 by the SNDT Women's University on the Founders Day, which is July 5th, 2021. So the college has just, moved ahead leaps and bounds. We were the one who got the autonomous status first in the state of Maharashtra. Today, we are celebrating our silver jubilee of autonomy, freedom, the academic freedom, the ability to think out of box, to plan our curriculums, to teach the curriculum the way we feel, the way we want, is in line with the present trends, to evaluate our students, in a most innovative way. So these are some of the very important privileges which, as an autonomous colleges, we have enjoyed for more than 2 decades. So today, college is standing very tall and strong. And let me also share that, we were privileged to get A grade in the 4th cycle of NAC accreditation last year. In fact, we got the accreditation certificate on 31st March 2021. And besides this, the college has been picked up by the University Grants Commission for a series of grants, which are very prestigious grants. So we have been given the grant of College with Potential for Excellence by the University Grants Commission for almost, we can say 14 years, from 2006 to 2020. And also the Maharashtra government recognized the institution by giving the Rashtriya Uchitar Shiksha Abhiyan RUSA 2 infrastructure grant, which we were privileged to receive from 2018 to 2020. So with this kind of a backdrop, what I wish to place on record, because I know the people who are listening to me are my students, my faculty, and besides that, I'm welcoming all the young students who have joined us, from different schools, different colleges. So just to tell you that the college, besides having these kind of coveted honors, very strongly believes in 2 things. One, giving back to the community, and number 2, working towards the environment. So I think these are 2 important values which we want to give to our students, because our present young adult is the future of this country. And the younger, kids of schools who are adolescents now and going to be young adults, have to pave way in knowing the concerns which the whole world is facing today. And like I said, if it was pandemic, it was a global concern. It is a global concern. Similarly, all the environmental issues are also global concerns. And we don't have to think that someone else is going to do what is supposed to be done. I think each and every one of us have to do what we are expected to do without thinking what the other person is doing or not doing. So and I congratulate my IQAC team of Sir Vittal Das Thackeray College, and the lead of this program, Ms. Vidya Thakur, to have conceptualized this program so beautifully, emphasizing on the conservation of water being one resource which has become so precious today, that each one of us need to think that how we can maximize on conservation of water, because we never know. Few years down the line, there could be extreme scarcity of water. Even today, there are millions and millions of people across the globe and even in this country who do not get water. So I think today, being the Water Day, we are actually, commemorating this day with our youngsters, with our adolescents, with our young adults, telling them to take a break and think that, we need to conserve water. And just, going back to history as to when World Water Day, that is 22nd March, was coined. It was coined in 1962. That was the year I was born. Okay, by the United Nations General Assembly. So we have been talking about environment, for the past 60 years. And, today, I think this effort, this endeavor has become so important. So we actually commemorate this day to create awareness of water scarcity in the world. And the theme of World Water Day 2022 is groundwater making the invisible visible. I think this is a brilliant theme, which tells us that it is the groundwater which is the most crucial resource for all drinkable water which is available across the globe in this country. So I think, with the kind of deforestation happening, the kind of concrete jungles which we are creating, we are being very harsh to the nature. Somewhere we are forgetting that, the groundwater tables need to be conserved, because there could be a time that we will not even have, drinkable water supply. So I think these are very important thoughts which need to be, kind of introspected by even the youngest member of our country, which are our, adolescents and school-going kids who are participating in this day with us. And I'm very happy that, in a very innovative way, we have organized a series of competitions, and I'm really looking forward to, the perception of these kids, our adolescents and young adults, about the theme given by, our IQAC committee, and the results of these various competitions. I am most grateful to Pani Foundation. Miss Lippy, if you are there, I would definitely like to see you. Can you put on your video? And Mr. Sanjeevan Pawar, from MCGM. I think MCGM is really doing a wonderful work in making sure that all of us, at least in Mumbai, get safe, potable drinking water. And I think Mumbai is one of those cities which has lesser concerns related to water, but I still know that there are areas in Mumbai wherein there is a lot of water scarcity, and people are dependent on tankers, and they have to actually purchase water, which is a drinkable water. So I think, and water is one part of our existence. Our whole body is water, So when we have to respect our Mother Earth, we have to respect water, we have to respect the air, which we are breathing, and we have to thank every day, the God Sun, who gives us plenty of sunlight in India. I know there are so many countries who get sunlight only 6 months of the year. So I think we are very blessed as Indians. We are very proud of the fact that we are Indians. But I think we as citizens, and especially young citizens, we need to wake up, take this initiative, and work towards conservation of water, and take a pledge on this World Water Day. So once again, congratulations to my entire SVT team. I may not be naming everybody, but they all know that we are a part of one family, and all of us appreciate your hard work, in bringing this day commemoration, and especially reaching out to the young kids, adolescents, and engaging with young adults, to kind of sensitize them with a very important message on this day. So thank you very much, and I hand it over back to Vidya.
Thank you, madam. It was really very, sorry. It was really very encouraging speech you have given us and guidelines for to conserve water and to talk, take care of environment. Now, I would like to hand over this program to Sarvat. Sarvat, you please carry on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words, and thanks a lot for enlightening us. We'll further move ahead. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Nisha Pellare, Assistant Professor, to introduce our next speaker. Nisha, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much. Can I have the slide, please?
Just a second, it's loading.
Thank you so much, Elton. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Armaiti Shukla. She's the head of Department of Textiles and Apparel Designing. She's also the member of Academic Council of SVT College of Home Science. She's also the head of Board of Studies, Department of Textiles and Apparel Design. Her areas of specialization include antimicrobial development, traditional textiles and embroideries of India, and also fashion forecasting. She has also presented various papers at various national and international conferences and has many publications and in national and international journals to her credit. Is the context for today's session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Nisha. Very warm welcome to all the participants, students, faculty, everybody present here. We have started There Is No Planet B as a series which will be ongoing for a number of years to come. The reason for this competitions and talks is to sensitize Generation Z. You see, we on Earth have 71% water, but out of it, only 2.5% is what we can use. This means that today or tomorrow, we are going to face a global crisis. We are all going to be a part of that global crisis. In fact, you must be hearing on televisions as well as on the internet that this is the last chance for climate change. As a result, the IQAC cell of our college, as well as the Gymkhana committee and all its youngsters, together decided to have this competition, There Is No Planet B, with the theme, Every Drop Counts, because water is precious. We want to reach out to all the students starting from standard 8, 9, 10, junior college, that is 11th and 12th, and of course the graduate students. The need for this was to sensitize your generation as to how important water is. All types of water. What we love using is the blue water, but what we ultimately throw out is the gray water. What we need to understand is maybe living in cities like Mumbai, that rainwater harvesting is very important. We need to understand that there's lots of water, but it's not necessary and floods happen. And in some cases, there is absolutely no water. So this was the need of the hour. Some of the objectives were based on these concepts. We have decided to have a number of competitions such as poetry, drawing, jingle making, and many more. Because this was one innovative way in which we thought we would invite the youngsters to speak their mind. Normally, a traditional talk on any of the environmental issues would be from top to bottom. Somebody would come, speak, and walk away. So we've invited this time people who are concerned. We have Lippy from the Pani Foundation who will be telling you about what is actually done in a rural setting. And we want you as competitors also to tell us what you have seen in and around your area and send it back to us. We wanted you to send it back to us in the form of poems and drawings and many other jingles because that's what today's generation is all about. We have also got the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai because we owe them the fact that we have good, clean drinking water. It's very important for us to liaison with them to understand and for you to understand the kind of work they are doing so that we don't use up our groundwater. We appreciate blue water and don't randomly throw away grey water without looking into whether it could be reused. So at the end of the day, Generation Z, that is you, our students and our participants, we want to reach out to you. We want you to understand that it's so important to save this small, beautiful planet because there's no other one. This is the only one we have. We can't go anywhere. There's no plan or planet B. And this was the reason why the IQAC committee, as I mentioned before, and the Gymkhana committee have organized such a wonderful comprehensive function. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That means a lot. I would again like to invite Nisha ma'am to introduce our next speaker, Mrs. Manjari Bhalera.
Manjali, Manjali, she's also she is
Nisha ma'am?
in of art and invite you. Okay.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I think there was some network error. I'll just repeat it again. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Mrs. Manjari Bhalera. She's the Vice Principal at Sir Little Das Thakursi College of Home Science. She's also the Chairperson of Self-Financed Programs at SVT. She's in Department of Resource Management, and her areas of specialization include hospitality, travel and tourism, and management of art and design. Ma'am, I would really like to invite you to take the session forward.
Thank you, Nisha.
Thank you.
I would like all of you to go on a virtual tour of our college. So I request the virtual tours of various departments to be shared on the screen. First, we will go to the Department of Resource Management. So this was about the Department of Resource Management. We offer two specializations. The first is hospitality and tourism management, and the second is interior design and resource management. You must have seen that we teach a lot of subjects which are related to art and design and creativity. And I'm happy to announce that all these subjects are also available as value added courses. So if you are doing any other course or if you have completed any other program, and if you are interested in any one of the subjects, then also you can join our department for one value added course, one or two value added courses, or you can also join us for the degree program in interior design or in hospitality and tourism management. If you have any queries regarding our programs, then you can put them in the chat box, and we will take them at the end of this session of virtual tours. Now I request to show us the virtual tour of the Department of Food, Nutrition and Dietetics. You have just now seen the virtual tour of the most popular department of our college, Food, Nutrition and Dietetics. And you must have seen that it is not only the cooking, but it is also about kitchen gardening, a lot of research, a lot of scientific writing, and other things that students learn in this graduation. And I'm also proud to tell you that we have two master's programs in this area, and you will be uh, getting some information about it very soon. If you have any queries, please put them in the chat box. We will definitely attend to it after the session of the virtual tours. I request to go ahead with the session and show us the virtual tours from the Department of Human Development. They offer two specializations. and we will see both the virtual tours now. We have Ms. Archana Jain, the head of the department here.
Okay, if there are any questions, this is one of the specializations which is offered by the Department of Human Development. It is developmental counseling, and you could see that the kind of remediation aids and teaching aids the students were making. So if there are any questions, you can ask now, or if you want, you can ask at the end. There is another specialization also offered by our department, that is early childhood care and education. So we can play that video now. Okay, as you all can see, girls, this was the other specialization, that is early childhood care and education. And it is all about caring and educating children from birth to 8 years. So if you have a love for children and you like to plan activities, interesting activities, fun way of learning, this would be the specialization for you. It brings out a lot of your creativity, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of joy also. So if that's what you're interested, that would be the specialization for you. If there are any questions, we can take them.
Are there any questions? Thank you, Archana ma'am, for explaining about both the specializations. Okay, shall we move to the next department, the Department of Mass Communication and Extension? As you can see, most of our specializations are related to creativity, and there is a lot of scope if you take this specialization of mass communication and extension. And Ms. Vipra Banerjee is here, who is the head of this department. I request her to tell us more about the department.
The Department of Mass Communication and Extension has a blend of two important areas which are somewhere linked as well. One is mass communication and the other is extension education or community outreach program. So the students are trained basically in the different forms of communication, mass media, so that they're able to reach out to the community and create messages, create programs for community. This degree program has a lot of interesting and creative aspects related to it. So the students do a lot of training in folk media, traditional media, new media. So we also have very interesting labs. We have a photo studio where we are sitting at the moment. If I take the camera around, you will be able to see it. We also have a sound recording studio and the communication lab. So there's a hands-on training, very, very creative activities, and a whole lot of very professional people coming to teach these various programs. So if there's any question, I would be happy to answer. Thank you.
You may post your queries in the chat box and we will go ahead with this virtual tour. Now we are taking you to the Department of Textile and Apparel Designing. Dr. Armaiti Shukla is the head of this department, and if anyone wants to ask anything about this department, she'll be happy to answer.
If there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, or you can reach us through our website also. Thank you.
Thank you, Armaiti. Now I will call upon Dr. Panchali to speak about the self-financing programs that we have. And Dr. Panchali is here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll be presenting my screen. We have heard a lot of videos. We've gone through some activities which our college is doing. So let me just take a moment. Can you please confirm if my slides are visible to everybody?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, very good afternoon, everybody. I'll take this opportunity to orient you all about the MSc degree programs that are offered in our college. The first program that I would talk about is the Master's Degree Program in Specialized Dietetics. This is a 2-year full-time program which is offered over 4 semesters, which are divided into a foundation module where you learn about the basic principles of nutrition management. Then you have a specialization module where we divide the groups into diabetes and cardiac nutrition, in renal nutrition and pediatric nutrition groups. And then we have super specialization modules. And finally, the semester 4 is when we offer the hands-on training to these students here. Within these specializations, for example, for diabetes and cardiac nutrition, we would have a super specializations which the students take in the 3rd semester of their master's degree program. So under diabetes and cardiac nutrition, the students will be able to learn about pediatric and adolescent diabetes and preventive nutrition therapy in metabolic disorders. Under renal nutrition, the super specialization which is offered is the pediatric kidney and dialysis nutrition. And for pediatric nutrition specialization, the super specialization offered is on onco-nutrition and nutrition in pediatric gastroenterology. There are several collaborating institutions. We have on our panel hospitals that are reputed in the city, from Global Hospital to Tata Memorial to Reliance Hospital. We also have international collaborators where the students are able to gain the expertise from the faculty and the educational resources which are created by these international faculty groups here. The second master's degree program which I would like to talk about is another 2-year full-time program, that is Masters in Design or Fashion Design. Again, we have in-house faculty and we have fashion industry and experts and professionals who are the faculty for this program. The third program that I would like to talk about is a program that we are launching from this academic year, which is a flagship program that is Masters in Entrepreneurship Management and Business Development. Similar to our other 2-year master's degree program, this is also divided into a foundation, specialization, developmental, and a presentation module, where you learn about first the principles of entrepreneurship, marketing, branding, ideation, and then you get into the nitty-gritty of creating your own enterprise, which can be in association with some incubation center or collaborating institute. So overall, this is an opportunity for everybody who has an hidden talent, who just needs a little bit of motivation, little bit of guidance to take their ideas to a business plan and finally into a sustainable business model here. So these are some details of the programs and the subjects which are offered under this vertical. It's a great opportunity for all students across the home science discipline to learn about management principles, the accounting, the legal. So we've tried to create a 360-degree orientation to this entire journey of getting into an entrepreneurship business here. The final program that I would take another minute to discuss is our master's degree program in exercise science and sports nutrition. It is a program which is in a very niche area of sports nutrition and exercise science. There are ample internship opportunities to learn from national and international experts, to conduct in-depth research, and then to eventually move on to employment opportunities across corporate fitness, sports medicine, and different fitness organizations in the country and even outside the country here. Again, we have a group of eminent in-house faculty. We have our experts who are practicing nutritionists, who are personal trainers, who are rehabilitation experts, who are physiotherapists, who are clinical psychologists working in the sports area. So it's again a huge group of people who are working together to make this master's program a successful venture. So thank you so much for listening. And if there are any questions, I have with me my colleague, Dr. Nisha Balare. I have another colleague, Dr. Anuradha Ramesh. I think she's busy in a class and she could not attend right now in the meeting here. So if there are any questions, I would be happy to take it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Panchali. May I request Dr. Nisha to take this program further?
Sarvat, I would like to request you to take us to the next part of the session.
Yes, ma'am, sure. First of all, wow, that was very amazing. And I would like to thank Manjari ma'am and all the HODs for taking out time to brief us about all the departments offered by SVT College. And thanks a lot, ma'am. Next, we'll move ahead, and I would like to call Ms. Anu Jain, who is the faculty member of Textile and Apparel Designing Department, to introduce our next guest speaker.
Good afternoon, one and all. It's my great pleasure to call upon stage Miss Lipi Mehta. Miss Lipi Mehta is the head of campaigns and growth at media platform Youth Ki Awaaz. And she's right now as the head of outreach and partnerships at Pani Foundation. As everyone is well aware, today's event is in collaboration with Pani Foundation. Pani Foundation, who's been actively working in the state of Maharashtra in drought prevention and watershed management areas. Founded by Mr. Amir Khan, Bollywood actor, and his ex-wife, Ms. Kiran Rao. Over to you, Ms. Lipi Mehta.
Hi, everyone. Am I audible and visible? Could just someone tell me in the chat box, please?
Yes, you are audible as well as visible.
Yes, thank you, Anu ma'am, and thank you, Manjari ma'am, for those lovely videos that you just showed for the digital tour. It really made me think about my college very fondly. And congratulations to everybody at SVT today for organizing this very crucial event. And thank you so much, Vidya ma'am, and all the student coordinators for extending such a warm invitation to Pani Foundation. I would like to speak a little bit about the work that we have done so far on water, and more importantly on mobilizing communities. And then if we have some time, I would like to show a 6-minute film which I'll share with everybody in the session. And then if we have time, we can maybe spend 5 minutes on Q&A. So to begin with, I'll just share my screen since I would like to present a few things. Could you just tell me if my screen is visible?
Yes, it is.
All right. So thank you very much again for joining us today. It's my privilege to share with you the extraordinary story of how everyday people, regular citizens in rural Maharashtra, battled their biggest, oldest, age-old enemy, that is drought. But this story is not just about drought. It's more about how thousands and lakhs of people came together, and with their own efforts, with their own sweat and toil, they transformed their entire villages, they transformed entire landscapes of rural Maharashtra, and they made tremendous change happen. Many villages which were once drought prone, reliant on tankers, where families were forced to migrate. In many of these villages today, there is abundant water, even pre-summer and summer. And all of this has happened by the villagers themselves without the exchange of a single rupee between any village and Pani Foundation. And like hearing this, you may be wondering, like, okay, this sounds too good to be true. So how can this be even possible? So, well, to document this journey of how such a massive change took place, I would like to take all of you on a recap. And I would like for all of us to rewind back a few years and go back to the year 2012. Now, some of you in the session may be aware of the TV show Satyamev Jayate, which used to air on Star Network between 2012 and 2014. It was a very popular show hosted by actor Amir Khan, and it took on several taboo issues in society, such as female feticide, domestic violence, dowry, alcoholism, and so on. The team behind the show of Satyamev Jayate is also the core team of Pani Foundation. And uh, during the course of the show Satyamev Jayate, what we saw was that the show achieved a simple yet very powerful thing. It used the power of effective communication to break down very complex and heavy and serious issues into very tangible, relatable topics that people started discussing in homes, in offices, in residential societies, in schools. It created an emotional understanding towards the problems, and it also presented doable solutions that all of us need to take up as a society. And most importantly, the show did this not through only numbers and facts and figures and data, but by using the strength and authenticity of real human stories. Now, this method, using the power of communication to bring about social change, it was so effective that large scale impact was seen quickly. So, I'll just give you one example. We had an episode on alcoholism on the show. A very rare occasion where on mainstream TV, something so taboo as alcoholism was being discussed so openly, and where alcoholism was presented probably for the first time in this kind of a format as a treatable illness and not a taboo or an evil. And after the episode aired, our country witnessed the biggest people led campaign for de addiction. The helpline of Alcoholics Anonymous, which usually receives a few hundred calls a week, 100 calls a week of help, they received over 3.5 lakh calls for help in just a few days. Many such examples were seen of tangible action, change, people coming together, people wanting to unite, to have critical conversations, break taboos, push for policy change. And all of this was because of the style of communication, the emotional understanding of the problem, the presentation of the problem is backed by human stories and authentic human stories. So it was proven that this communication method of ours was working. Now you'll wonder, how is all of this related to Pani Foundation? So let me tell you, after 2014, when 25 episodes of the show came to an end, all of us, the core team of Satyamev Jayate, thought that what if we use this method, communication for social change, to address an actual on ground crisis? Because, all of us know that every Sunday or like every week, all of us watch so many shows today, and week after week, there's a new episode. So you jump from one to the other. So the impact of the last one is not really long lasting. So we thought, what if we were to work decidedly in a focused manner on just one issue on ground, using the learnings of Satyamev Jayate, which is that communication, if done right, can lead to massive social change. So we were like, all of us know that water is at the center of our lives and lifestyles. So we decided to take this decades old menace of drought in rural Maharashtra as a crisis to tackle, as the core topic to work on. And thus Pani Foundation was formed by the core team of Satyamev Jayate. So after a year of traveling and research on ground between 2014 2015, we found out that drought is largely a human made condition and a human made problem, which is created and humans play a large role in creating it by mismanagement of water and natural resources. And while this crisis of drought is so old, generational, it's so daunting, the solution to fight it is not daunting. It's not really rocket science. The solution lies in the very well known, doable science of watershed management. So, essentially, in watershed management, the simple principle is that when rainwater flows down, you slow it down by creating different barriers for it in the form of watershed structures, So you first slow it down, you allow the running, flowing water to walk, and when the water has flowed down, you allow the walking water to stand still in one place, which means that you will have to create vessels or honestly, structures like vessels to store the water. And then in time, you allow this standing water to percolate into the ground. So essentially you create a you monitor and observe your area or your watershed, and you create, as per the science, you create different watershed structures to allow the water to first stop, get collected and stored in the structures, and then percolate underground. Seems pretty simple and doable. I'm sure a lot of us have also read and heard about these in school itself. Um, but this solution is so well known and as old as the crisis itself, yet really not done at a very large scale. However, some villages, like you can see on the slide, Hivre Bazar, Ralegan Siddhi, they have successfully implemented watershed management for decades. So why is it that hundreds and thousands of villages have not implemented it on scale, and why is drought so pervasive still? It's because we found out that the problem is not just drought and water scarcity. The problem is also and mainly in the social fractures that prevent people from coming together to work on the solution. And number two, it's in the lack of widespread knowledge which prevents us from working on the solution. So there is no how, but there is no scale when it comes to people coming together as well as the knowledge being shared. So, with this powerful realization, since 2016, Pani Foundation has made it our mission to work on bringing people together to work on the solution of conserving water, motivating them to take ownership of the crisis of drought, that this is my problem and I am going to be proud of solving it myself. It's my problem, my solution, and I am going to fix my problem myself. So through our trainings, our several Marathi animated videos, illustrated books, so many other resources, field team, trainers on ground, and of course the power of communication that binds all of this together, we attempted to bring scale to this solution and take it far and wide. So the primary way that we gave scale to the solution and created a sense of joy, ownership, motivation in the villages was by organizing a competition, the Satyamev Jayate Water Cup. So from 2016 to 2019, over 6,000 villages in total across these 4 years have sorry, participated in this competition, and they have done stellar watershed management work. Through these factors, harnessing social unity, making knowledge more accessible, and creating a platform for people to come together. Just sorry, give me I'll just come.
anyone would like to ask anything, please keep your questions ready by the end of the presentation.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for that. I've been quite sick. Yeah. So, just 1 second. I'm not able to share. Yeah. So, am I audible again?
Yes.
Right. So, thank you so much for your patience. By using these elements of people coming together, of creating a platform to share knowledge, and of motivating people, creating a sense of ownership in the villages, and of course, using the power of communication. We used all of these as our driving principles to get people to participate in the Water Cup. The Water Cup started in 2016 at a very small scale. So no 6,000 villages, none of that I was talking about. In the first year, only 3 talukas participated in the competition, just 116 villages. But in just over 4 years, it saw a very rapid scale up from 3 talukas to 76 talukas, and from 116 villages to 4,706 villages in the last year in 2019 taking part. Um, uh, Creating large scale watershed structures. You must have seen those trenches in one of the earlier photos. So just to give you a sense of the scale of the work that was done, just in creating those trenches, the length more than from Kashmir to Kanyakumari was covered. So that is just how much the scale of the work that was done. And overall, all the villages coming together over 4 years through creating these structures with their own sweat and toil, with their own might, they created water storage capacity, yearly water storage capacity of over 550 billion liters of water. So this is how, when people came together, they left social differences aside, they gave it their all, and they worked day and night with just one collective vision and mission in mind. They achieved this tremendous scale of work all by themselves. So you understand the problem, you develop an emotional connection to it, and then when you're proud of solving your problem yourself, this is what all of us as individuals are capable of achieving, is something that all of us at Pani Foundation learned very closely looking at this work done on ground. And several city dwellers also joined in. We used to have large scale volunteering activities where so many city dwellers would also come, not just from one section of society, but from every single section of society, whether it was college students, doctors, engineers, police officers, army officers, people with disabilities, trans people, school children, the elderly, senior citizens, veterans, everybody coming together, leaving all differences aside, because water knows no boundaries. And that is really what we saw coming alive on ground every year. And as a result, as people came together, as people worked together, several social barriers were shattered. Whether it was gender, age, politics, sexism, patriarchy, so many social barriers were broken. Our CEO, Mr. Satyajit Bhatkar, says something very beautiful. He often says that while we were working for water, what really happened was when people came together, our real work was that of breaking social barriers and social boundaries. And then water was just a byproduct of all the of all this wonderful work that happened and of people coming together. So from 2016 to 2019, we hosted the Satyamev Jayate Water Cup. 2020 onwards, we took our work one step further. We started a new competition called the Satyamev Jayate Samruddha Gaon Spardha, which is a longer competition, a 2.5 year long competition that gets villages to come together, and villages which have already participated in the water cup and worked on water conservation. It gets such villages to come together and go beyond water conservation. So when you work so hard and you have abundant water available in the village, if one doesn't manage it properly, if one doesn't measure it, keep a track of it, calculate it, if one doesn't figure out what crops one can grow with this much water, then again that cycle of human made drought will repeat itself. So as part of this new competition, we are going beyond water conservation and working on all of these aspects that you see on the screen. Of course, COVID has hampered a lot of this work, but we've adapted. And if anybody is interested in knowing more about the Samruddha Gaon Spardha, you're most welcome to write to us and get in touch with us, and I'll be very happy to share a detailed update and an insight into what's going on right now. And I invite all of you to join the movement. We have volunteering opportunities throughout the year. We are just going to be starting some of them, since due to COVID, a lot of things were on hold. Now we are going to start some of these opportunities again. So I'll be in touch with Vidya ma'am and the student coordinators and keep you updated. You can also follow us on social media, on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and keep and sign up for our newsletter via our website, so you can keep informed about what's happening. And I would love to extend a very warm invitation to all of you that whenever we have a next activity of working alongside the villagers when it comes to water conservation or participating in sustainable agriculture, I would love to meet all of you again, and hopefully not via these boxes and on Google Meet, but on the field, working for water and the environment. So thank you so much for giving me a chance to speak a little bit about the work that we do at Pani Foundation. And ma'am, if there is some time, I would like to share a 6-minute film that will give you a visual journey of the work. If there is no time, I understand it. Maybe we can just spend 5 minutes on questions.
Congratulations, Lippy. I'm Dr. Madan. I'm the principal of the college. And in fact, in my opening remarks, I was wanting to first thank you. And I kept on saying that, Lippy, if you're around, put on your video. But I think you joined maybe a little later. Yeah. So, but it's very, very inspiring what you've shared. I think we, as an institution, we are very progressive. And our kids are also very much wanting to contribute for the cause. And I'm so happy that, Vidya and her team and our IQAC team connected with you. And as an institution, we'll definitely like to collaborate. And you tell us which are the ways we can collaborate. Because our basic strength is our students. So they are our major resources. And I think through these connects, through these assignments, there's a lot of learning which happens. And I think today this program is dedicated to inspire the young kids and the young adults.
Absolutely.
So, you please show your video.
Sure, I'll just screen share and I'll show the video. Thank you so much, ma'am. So just to give you a brief, this video is a visual overview of the work that happened as part of the Satyamev Jayate Water Cup in 2018. So some of the figures that you will see may be different from what I showed in the presentation, but it'll give you a glimpse of everything that you may have seen via the slides right now. So I'll just share the video, after which we could maybe spend 5 minutes taking any questions that all of you have.
The wheels of time keep turning. Seasons change. The blistering heat of May and June creates a yearning for the rains. And then every year, the monsoon arrives. Sometimes it is plentiful, sometimes scarce, but come it does every year. And so it did this year too.
त्या दिवशी पहिला पूर आला शिट्या अशा टुम भरल्या तळे टुम भरले सकाळी 7 वाजता जाऊन पूर्ण लोक डोंगरावरून असे उड्या मारत होते तळेत नाचायला पवायला लागले असे हे माझं पाणी म्हणून तुम्ही जे शेततळ तयार केलं ते शेततळ भरलेलं बघून मला आनंद आहे मी पहिल्यांदा उडी मारल्यावर बाकीचे लेकरं उडी मारले
अनुभव असा म्हणजे की पावसामध्ये एवढं भारी झालं की वाटायला लागलं काम संपायला लागलं पूर्ण डोंगरावरच निघायला पाहिजे
In thousands of Maharashtrian villages this year, it is as if a miracle occurred. This year, the rainwater did not leave villages. It made its home there. This has been achieved by a people's movement. The fruit of the sweat and toil of those who took on the mission of making their villages water abundant by taking part in the Satyamev Jayate Water Cup contest. Both government and prominent leaders of industry generously supported this people's initiative. The contest started in the year 2016 with just 3 talukas in Maharashtra. Expanded in 2017 to 30 talukas and grew 25 times this year, 2018, to reach 75 talukas across Maharashtra. More than 4,000 villages participated. Over a 2-month period, more than 20,000 villagers were trained in the science of watershed management. These villagers then returned to their villages to sow the seeds of a water revolution. The Water Cup was scheduled to begin on the 8th of April. But from the night of April 7th itself, lakhs of water warriors, fully armed to take on the drought, kept vigil for the battle to begin. At the stroke of midnight, their army launched a determined attack to vanquish drought. A wild dream to free oneself in just 45 days from the shackles of drought with one's own mind. People joined hands, putting aside social divisions and old rivalries. With every passing day, the army of water warriors grew. In these 45 days, the rising and setting sun saw many a miracle unfold. Somewhere it was woman power, elsewhere the determination of youth, or even an army of children.
मी सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांना तयार केलं व आमची एक घट्ट तुफान सेना तयार करायची माझी 150 मुलांची टीम आहे
Even seniors, uncaring of their aches and pains, worked obsessively towards a brighter future for coming generations.
आम्हाला तकलीफ होती संध्याकाळी आम्ही पैसा नसतो इंजेक्शनला तर 2 लाख रुपयानंतर दुसऱ्याला रोजगार करायचा तिथे 4 रुपये आले मग इंजेक्शन पण काम नाही सोडलं जशी सुट्टी घेतलीच ना
By day, the sun was witness to people's madness. And when by night, the baton was handed over to the moon, it saw thousands doing shramdana without a moment's rest. Those 45 days became a festival of labor, full of song, dance, and celebration. By the time the competition came to a close, this grand obsession had transformed the face of entire landscapes. Driven by this collective madness, villagers who had once struggled for a single tanker of water created with their own hands structures that could harvest more than 222 billion liters of water. If filled in tankers of 10,000 litre capacity, this quantity of water would fill more than 22 million tankers. And if these tankers were lined up, they would circumnavigate the earth more than 3 times. It is this human spirit, this determination, that has kept the rains captive in village after village this year. People are celebrating their newfound affinity with water. Nature and mankind are dancing with joy as they become one.
Sorry about the end. Sorry, I couldn't mute the mic. Because then the volume wouldn't be audible. But I hope overall you could get a glimpse of the work that is being done. Shut this. Yeah. Yes, so thank you so much, everyone, for being engaged and being a part of the session today. If there are any questions, maybe we can spend 5 minutes on taking some of those.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your thoughts with us. It was a pleasure hearing from you. Everyone, please note that the forum is open for questions now. Please drop your questions in the chat box.
Lippy, I just want to initiate the conversation by saying that, when you all started, how did you see motivating people is, I think, the biggest challenge in a country, and especially reaching out to these villagers. How did you break these barriers? How did you motivate people to take that first step, and be convinced that what they're doing is for their good? Yeah.
Ma'am, there are multi-pronged approaches to how we did this. At the center of it is the power of communication. We first of all made participating in the Water Cup a very aspirational and inspirational thing to do. So using that power of communication through TV, through media, through local media, and of course, most importantly, through a very robust field team on ground that traveled across villages, hosted Gram Sabhas, spoke to representatives. We ensured that everybody was aware of the fact that, okay, something new and big is going to launch, and at the same time, it is going to be prestigious to be a part of it, not because of what the competition is, but what the outcome is, which is freeing oneself from drought. So I think through films, through on-ground meetings, we could create enough awareness and excitement for villages to want to take part in the competition in 2016 at a very small level, because there was nothing to really lose from it. And apart from the cash prizes, what one would gain was water. So our founder, Mr. Amir Khan, often says that this is probably one competition where no participant loses. So out of 6,000, maybe less than 100 villages or so may win prizes, cash prizes or any other prizes. But every village gets the gift of water. So, and I think after the first year, because the results were so tangible and, right there in the monsoon, you would work pre-monsoon, and then when the monsoon would arrive, you would see the results. Then it was easy to, get other villages on board. And the other very important thing is our method of working, which was that we never made the competition it wasn't us going to every village telling them that they have to participate, but it was more of a self-nomination process. So you go to a village, you tell them what it is about, what you will achieve by taking part, who else is taking part, but you leave the decision of taking part entirely on the village. So it's a self-nomination process. If you are interested in taking part, you take part. It's voluntary, which is why there is no financial exchange as well. And I think that relationship building between Pani and the villages is such that we are partners doing this together, and no village is a beneficiary of Pani Foundation. So that makes a big difference when it comes to goodwill, motivation, and creating a sense of trust and ownership in the villages.
I think it's very, very inspiring and excellent. I think whatever you've shown. So if there are any questions in the chat box. Does this affect existing wells? Sorry, Elton Pinto has asked a question. Does this affect existing wells? Once the infrastructure and pits are built, is there any annual maintenance involved? Elton, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. Does this affect existing wells? Yes, absolutely it does, because the aquifer, where the groundwater is a shared resource between several wells which lie on that aquifer. So yes, it affects existing wells. Apart from creating watershed structures, one of the key activities done in the water cup is also restoration and rejuvenation of existing structures. So in Marathi, what is called Vihir Punarbharan, which is well rejuvenation, is an activity that is done at a very large scale as part of the water cup. So yes, it affects existing wells. This is also a part of the annual maintenance. And yes, villages are incentivized also to maintain, desilt, rejuvenate, and restore all of these structures. So thanks for the question. You could also look at more stories on our YouTube, on our website, and write to us. Vidya ma'am has the contact, or it's a very simple email ID, panifoundation@panifoundation.in. So you can write to us with any more thoughts, suggestions, or questions. Yeah. So I don't know if there are any more questions. I don't think that there are, but thank you so much to everybody, Principal Ma'am, Vidya Ma'am, and everybody for this opportunity. It's been a pleasure interacting with all of you today. And we hope that this is only the start of a long-term relationship between our two organizations. So thank you so much once again for having us on board.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Sarvat, can I say a word before?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Lippy madam, it was really very encouraging. Staying in city and working here with the village is really very enjoyable and very satisfying experience. And once the villages are flourished, that is Samruddha, then whole area is Samruddha. And this is Pani Foundation has really created a very good strong bond between the village and the city. So that has reduced the distance between this also. And definitely our girls also will get inspired by this. Our NSS cell also can work along with it. Absolutely. And it will be, yes. So it will be really encouraging, and definitely we'll keep the connection with you. So we can go ahead with this. And our student also, Aisha Shahid, who has been communicating with all this. So thank you so much. And you have done so much that, like, so many questions maybe in their mind, but most of them got satisfied through your presentation and with your communication. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Yes, Sarvat, you can go ahead, please.
Yes, ma'am. Moving ahead with the event, now I'd like to invite Ms. Shilpa Sawalake, ma'am, who is the co-chairperson of the Gymkhana Committee and assistant professor of Human Development Department, to introduce our next guest speaker.
Thank you, Salva. It's my immense pleasure to introduce our today's resource person, Mr. Sanjeevan Pawar. Mr. Sanjeevan Pawar has done Diploma of Civil Engineering from Government Polytechnic, Karad.
Yeah.
Sir has worked in Star Construction Company, Mahim. Sir has also worked in Western Railways from 1990 to 1992 as a senior estimator. Sir has working in Mumbai Mahanagarpalika from January 1992 till the date. He has worked done in road construction from 1990 to 1997, and sir is working in water distribution in MCGM. Sir's major work are work done in water distribution system in H East and H West water related works. Major distribution work, various works related to water problems, short supply, contamination and leakages. Then Mumbai by 24 and 7 water supply improvement program. Sir has also is working in Indian water works. So we welcome you, sir, on behalf of Sir Vithala, Status College of Home Science Autonomous. And without taking much more time, I would like to hand over the session to Sanjeevan Pawar, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Can I share screen share? Have you got it?
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, 1 minute.
Ma'am, there are human anatomy marks come in.
Presentation, how can say right? Hello?
Sir, share screen and share entire screen option.
Should I share the presentation, sir, which you have mailed me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'll do it.
Yeah, screen sharing is there. Hello?
Sir, give me a few seconds. I'll just open it.
Okay. My screen is visible.
No, sir. Right now, your screen is not visible. But the ma'am is trying to show your PowerPoint through her computer. So please wait.
Okay. 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 PowerPoint from computer.
Yes, sir. As soon as she shows, you'll be able to see it on your screen. Then every time you want to change a slide, just say next and she will show the
Okay.
next.
Okay. Okay. That's right. That's good. Yeah.
So, we are displaying
Okay.
your. Every
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
you change, just say.
I'll say. Okay. Okay. I'll say. So we are celebrating World Water Day 22nd March. What is why we celebrate Water Day, say 22nd March? Because the great Indian engineer nominates to Dr. Chitre reflected the enormous impact on political education and the solid administrative and organizations feel on the process of structural water conservation and development countries. The choice of Dr. Chitre is proof that high standard of water management are not only applicable to the Western industrialized world. Dr. Chitre recognized the need for public awareness of support for the value of water resources. He introduced a Water Resources Day, which takes place in 1 year throughout the past subconscious in increased public awareness of the problem of associated with the management and supply of the water for domestic, industrial and agriculture use. United Nations General Assembly adopted resolution on 22nd December 1992 by which 22nd March of each year will be declared as a World Water Day. Next. 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 You never know the worth of water until the well runs dry. Next. In my presentation, there are introduction, presentation, and I will cancel. Next. Let us get started. Next. We are discuss here today on Mumbai water supply only. So water provided to Mumbaikar. Municipal corporation is provided water to Mumbaikar. Next. Sources of water to Mumbai. Mumbai have Tansa, Vaitarna, Middle Vaitarna, Batsa. These are the projects where we receive water. And earlier, another project, Gargai, Pinjar, Upper Vaitarna is introduced shortly. Next. These are the reservoirs from the water gets water to Mumbai. Next. Part 2. Next. Statistics of water supply. From Vihar Lake, it is completed in 1860. Tulsi Lake, it is completed in 1879. Tansa Lake, it is 1892 to 1925. Modak Sagar, it is Upper Vaitarna, it completed in 1957. Batsa, three schemes together, 1974 to 2007. And Middle Vaitarna, recently completed 2014. It is constructed by corporation. Municipal corporation constructed that dam. It is outside Mumbai and it is purview of Maharashtra state government, but we have got permission and we constructed that. Quantity of Vihar Lake is a very small, 110 MLD. Tulsi Lake, it is 18 MLD only. It is the oldest, these are both oldest. Tansa Lake, it is a 485 MLD. Modak Sagar and Upper Vaitarna is a 1142 MLD. Batsa has major supply with 1700 MLD. Middle Vaitarna 455 MLD. So total we are supplying 3910 MLD per day to the Mumbai. Next. Mumbai water supply scenarios, source, then it comes to the reservoir next to the distribution waterman, then service waterman, and lastly consumer connection. Length of waterman is almost 4,000 kilometer. Number of distribution zone 109. Number of leak detection zone are 600 115. Number of daily operated walls more than 800 now. Population of Mumbai 13.3 million. Next. Mumbai water supply total is 3900 MLD daily we are supplying. Major water treatment plants at Bhandup complex rated capacity of 1910 mld per day, working at 2111 mld plus 990 newly adopted in 2014. Tise Pandrapur is rated capacity 1365 mld, working at 1365 mld. Vihar and Tulsi rating capacity of 90 mld. These are the small reservoirs. And master balancing reservoir at AOE and Bhandup, two numbers of service reservoir, 26 numbers of service reservoir, length of waterman 4,000 kilometer, already discussed with, next. Next. Long-term plan for sources augmentation. We have in year 1993, government of Maharashtra appointed a expert committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Chitre, ex-secretary of Irrigation Department, for advice on long-term development planning for augmentation of water supply in Mumbai. The committee recommended development of following sources in phases. They have suggested that you complete this project Middle Vaitarna, Gargai, Pinjar, and Kalu on Ullas Nadi and all Vaitarna river. The government of Maharashtra has accepted Chitre committee recommendation and has approved to allotment these sources. The MCGM has therefore taken in Middle Vaitarna project and immediately additional source of water. The same was completed in 2012. It has since 2014 it is in function and it gives 455 mld per day. Next. Simple arithmetic, total supply of Mumbai 3,900 mld, estimated losses and wastage 30%, net available 2,730 mld, estimated population of Mumbai is 20 million, net supply was supplying to per person 136 liters per head per day. Next. We are supplying water to each and every Mumbaikars. They are living in slums, buildings, towers, or hutments. Each and every person get water from potable water from water supply system. Next. Part 3. Next. If you are not managed, what happen? These are the scenario of the requirement of management. If we are not manage water, not save water, then this situation will become. Next. Condition of old pipes. Somewhere we have facing problem of water, old pipelines, deteriorated pipelines. It is required to be repaired when it is get damaged. Next. Challenges. We have got challenges in leakage, transmission and distribution network. Contamination problems are there. Unequitable distributions. Reduction in near NRW, physical leakages, thefts, incorrect metering. These are the challenges we are facing. Leakage, we are trying to attend time to time so that there should be not too much wastage. For contamination, we have got a number of technology which we are adopting sound system detection, leak detection department is there. Such problem we are managing to attend leakage time to time. Next. If water is not available by pipe, can we afford this? Absolutely no, because it is very costly. Next. Simple thing. We are just supplying water for residential purpose. We are charging 5.92 per 1,000 liter, and for commercial it is charging 59.94. 59.94, and package water cost, if rupees 15 to 20 per liter, it is about 15,000 to 20,000 for 1,000 liter. Comparing the cost of water for which we are receiving from municipal corporation and package water. If it is taken in 20 liter jar, also it will be cost 5,000 to for 1,000 liter. It is a very costly. Next. Part 4. Demand scenario. See the condition of water. If people are putting jars and in villages, but Mumbai getting water from tap water, and demand of scenario day by day increase, and we are facing lots of problems. So we are going to another projects, future projects, so that Mumbaikar will be get proper water. Next. 5 save water. Next. Towards better supply side management, we are day by 24/7. These people are working and giving water supply, attending leakages time to time, and supply 24/7 by our department. Next. Next. What as a citizen can do? Citizen can do, if any leakage found, they can report to corporation. There is a toll-free number 1916. They can complain wastage of water, any theft of water, awareness of water, and save water. So as to future will be depend on this. Thank you. Any question?
Thank you, sir. I'm Dr. Jagmeet Madan, principal of the college. So first of all, thank you so much for sparing your time that you're addressing our students, our faculty, and there are some young school kids also who are participants in various competitions which we have organized on the Water Day. So it was a very, very detailed presentation. I wanted to ask you, sir, for the water which is supplied to Mumbaikars, I think Mumbai is still much better than other places in terms of water supply.
Yeah.
What are the steps which are taken to make the water potable, the drinking water? Is there any treatment which is done, and at what stage you do it?
Yeah. Water treatment is done at Bandup complex. It is a very big plant, and treatment is at international level. I have got 2 videos I'm sending you. You can share from there only. Just a minute.
I think, Vidya, you can coordinate.
Yeah. I have already sent. Just send. I have that 2 videos where water treatment is done. How it is done. It is a short video for 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah. You can share from there only, because I'm not logged on laptop. That's why some problem are facing.
Okay. Vidya, you can just look at it.
Just I send that 2 videos. One is for awareness of water, and second is treatment.
Sir, I am not. I'll talk to him. I'll just check it again. I'll refresh and check it.
Yeah. So there is a big treatment plant at Bhandup complex. Schematic treatment plant is there.
सी इसमें तो आ ही रहा है ये हम लोग इसमें कर रहे हैं
So, sir, all the water which is given in the city is the treated water.
Totally treated at international level. It is not a national level. It is
all the water which is supplied.
Yeah, entire water is we are treating at our treatment plant. It is tested and it is.
Yeah, so you don't have to do anything extra. Just
we are also one project at desalination of water. It is also going.
Towards the gender issues, कैसे शिल्पा कर देती है?
So there's another question from Mr. Rohit Pawar. That how do you check or prevent water wastage in slum areas?
It is a trial and error. We are trying to avoid wastage and leakage. We are attending time to time. Slum areas, they are required to awareness. Our project at HH2 Award, we have taken awareness program for slum dwellers. That is one going.
But sometimes they complain, sir, that the water is, I think the drinkable water comes at very, very odd times. Like, late in the night or...
No, for slums and this area, we supply water in daytime or mostly before 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, late night, we are not supplying water. We are mostly supplying late night to supply to buildings and other areas.
Okay, the places where the water is stored. Okay.
Yeah. So they should be get water during working time.
Working time. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Avoid late nights. Avoid late nights.
Okay.
Sorry, I could not receive the videos, so I am not able to show you. Not able to receive. Sorry, take our same email ID, where we have shared it. Your mic is off. Your mic is off, sir. We can't hear you. Sir,
sorry, I can share it on mail.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So there's another question. So can you hear me? Sanjeevan sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing.
So I think one more question is the increase in number of high rises in the city putting a strain on the water supply to the city?
Yeah, we are going to new projects for complete the requirement. Our ongoing project also and future projects we are starting to high-rise building this.
So which means you are creating more reservoirs or you're tapping what
more reservoirs. That upcoming projects are Gargai, Pinjar and Shalu. These are three projects, upcoming projects.
Okay. So you think that will take care of the this additional needs? Okay.
Yeah. The video on YouTube. That's why they are not shared with email. Hello.
I think Vidya, you can check with sir later. Maybe we can go with the program, and we will definitely share it with our.
So these are small videos, but it is related to water treatment plants and how to save water. These are small video, but it is on YouTube. That's why it can't share on mail. So you can check it YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube link is there.
Yeah.
I can present it. I have just shared it. One video I will just share and then we can close.
Yes.
Is it okay, ma'am?
Yes, Vidya, please do.
Hello, ma'am. You will need to share the tab. So when you do the present, you'll have to share tab which is for video and animation.
Okay. One minute.
Right now, there's no audio playing. Like that.
Okay. I'll do.
मुंबईचा पाणी पुरवठा.
मुंबई जगातलं एक महान शहर आणि भारताची आर्थिक राजधानी. यामुळे या महान शहराच्या नागरिकांची पाण्याची आवश्यकताही खूप अधिक असणार. मुंबई शहराची सध्याची लोकसंख्या ही 1,34,00,000 अधिक आहे. अशा या शहरातील जनतेला पाणी पुरवठा करायचा म्हणजे दर दिवशी 3,800 दशलक्ष लिटर्स पाणी पुरवठा करावा लागतो. बृहन्मुंबई महानगरपालिकेने हा पाणी पुरवठा करण्याकरिता 50 ते 150 किलोमीटर परिसरात स्वतःची धरणे बांधण्यात आली असून त्याद्वारे मुंबई शहराला अखंडित पाणी पुरवठा होत असतो. मुंबईला पाणी पुरवठा हा 7 तलावांमधून होत असतो. जसे तुळशी, विहार हे मुंबई शहरात असून तानसा, मोडक सागर, मध्य वैतरणा, ऊर्ध्व वैतरणा हे मुंबई शहरापासून 70 ते 150 किलोमीटर अंतरावर आहे. त्यापैकीच एक मध्य वैतरणा हे धरण अलीकडेच 2014 मध्ये स्वतः बृहन्मुंबई महानगरपालिकेने बांधले असून त्यातून शहराला प्रतिदिन 455 दशलक्ष लिटर पाणी पुरवठा होतो. हे धरण RCC तंत्रज्ञानाने बांधले असून हे धरण जगातील जलद गतीने बांधलेल्या धरणांमध्ये 9व्या क्रमांकावर आहे. सदर धरणाच्या बुडीत क्षेत्रातील कुण प्रकल्पग्रस्तांचे नवीन वसाहतीमध्ये यशस्वीपणे स्थलांतर व पुनर्वसन केले आहे. तसेच 31 प्रकल्प बाधितांना सुद्धा महापालिकेने नोकरीत सामावून घेतलेले आहे. मध्य वैतरणा प्रकल्पांतर्गत अतिरिक्त पाणी पुरवठा करण्याकरिता सन 2014 मध्ये मोडक सागर येथे लॅग टॅपिंग यशस्वीरित्या करण्यात आले. अशा प्रकारचे लॅग टॅपिंग करणारी मुंबई महापालिका ही देशातील पहिलीच महानगरपालिका आहे. तानसा हे धरण 1892 मध्ये त्या काळातील भारतातील सर्वात पहिले मातीचे गुरुत्वीय धरण आहे. धरण आणि जलाशयांमधील पाणी हे पावसाळ्यात जमा झालेले असते व उर्वरित काळात मुंबईला पुरविण्याचे नियोजन महापालिकेचा जल अभियंता विभाग 24 तास करीत असतो. दररोज हे पाणी धरणांमधून जलशुद्धीकरण केंद्रापर्यंत आणण्यासाठी विविध आकाराच्या व अंदाजे 120 किलोमीटर अंतराच्या मुख्य जलवाहिन्या आणि 40 किलोमीटर लांबीचे भूमिगत जलबोगदे बांधण्यात आले असून 5.5 मीटरचा जलबोगदा गुंदवली कापूर बावडी व भांडूप उदंचन संकुल येथे बांधण्यात आला असून या प्रकल्पाला युनेस्को व केंद्र सरकारतर्फे बेस्ट इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर पायोनियर प्रोजेक्ट या गटात सर्वोत्कृष्ट पुरस्कार प्राप्त झालेला आहे. मुख्य जलवाहिन्यांमधून येणाऱ्या पाण्याचा प्रवाह आणि दाब याची नोंद स्काडा प्रणालीद्वारे सॅटेलाइटच्या आयोगातून केली जाते. ही नोंद मुख्य नियंत्रण कक्ष भांडूप संकुल येथे केली जाते. तसेच भांडूप संकुल येथे आशिया खंडातील सर्वात मोठे 365 एकर मध्ये वसलेले जागतिक दर्जाचे जलशुद्धीकरण केंद्र आहे. या जलशुद्धीकरण प्रकल्पात शुद्ध झालेले पाणी वितरणापूर्वी विविध चाचण्या करून तपासले जाते. यासाठी या प्रकल्पात जागतिक दर्जाची मोठी प्रयोगशाळा आहे. सदर शुद्धीकरण केंद्र सन 1980 पासून अविरत सुरू आहे. तसेच भांडूप येथील 900 दशलक्ष लिटर क्षमतेच्या जलप्रक्रिया केंद्राला सुद्धा बेस्ट वॉटर ट्रीटमेंट प्रोजेक्ट असा पुरस्कार देण्यात आला असून या केंद्रातून बाहेर टाकल्या जाणाऱ्या पाण्यावर पुनर्प्रक्रिया केली जाते. सध्या दररोज 60 दशलक्ष लिटर पाण्यावर पुनर्प्रक्रिया करून त्याचा वापर पिण्याव्यतिरिक्त इतर कामांसाठी केला जातो. त्याशिवाय बृहन्मुंबई महानगरपालिकेचा जल अभियंता विभाग दररोज पाण्याची पातळी व उर्वरित पाणी क्षमता यांचा अहवालही तयार करीत असतो. पाणी हे जीवन आहे, पण ते स्वच्छ आणि शुद्ध असेल तरच मुंबई सारख्या महानगराच्या जनतेला अशा शुद्ध पाण्याचा साठा दररोज उपलब्ध करून देणे आणि जनतेच्या आरोग्याचं रक्षण करणे हे तर पाण्याचं आणि महानगरपालिकेच्या जल अभियंता विभागाचं मुख्य काम आहे. बृहन्मुंबई महानगरपालिकेचा जल अभियंता विभाग जनतेच्या सेवेत दिवसाचे 24 तास.
I think we should explore a few solutions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing this.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very informative. Very informative.
Okay. Yes. Any question? Any question?
You all are Mumbaikars, so anyone can have any kind of question related to water, which is really very important part of it, providing to each and every corner of Mumbai.
Yeah. We are the proud of that we can supply each and every Mumbaikar to pipeline water. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
So, sir, it is, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, it is really a big challenge to provide so much of drinkable water and to the complete Mumbai city with increased and increasing population. And then it is really eye-opener that when we are there and how to utilize this water, how to sustain it also, that is in our hands only.
Yes.
So we have to do that, and everybody knows or may not know, I don't know, but that the total supply of water in whole world for for drinkable water is 1 to 2%. So we have to how to conserve it, how to retain it, that we have to think. Thank you so much for your presentation, sir, and coming here and giving us this data. And so it was shared with everyone. So everybody must have got some idea about it, that how we can go ahead with this to save water and to utilize water in a proper manner. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Sarvat.
Yes, ma'am, very true. Sir, thanks a lot. We are sincerely grateful for your part in our event. It means a lot for briefing us on, about every single detail out there. Thanks a lot. So now we'll be moving ahead with the most awaited part of our session, that is prize distribution. And for that, I would like to call Dr. Rohit Pawar, who is the chairperson of Sports Committee, to announce our winners for this event.
Yes, I'm very happy to announce the winners. I will request Elton sir to screen the slides of the winners' names one by one, so that we could also have the view of. Yes, we had competitions. First was drawing competition, and the winner is. Yeah, the winner is as Hippa Said. Okay, Hippa Said has won the first prize. The second prize is won by SS Chibrani. Okay, so very congratulations to them. The second competition.
Rohit, can you give little details about the class which they are from and these kids? Do you have those details? No.
Sorry, ma'am, I don't have the
right
details
now.
right
Okay,
now.
no problem. No problem. Yeah. And are these any of these kids here who are getting the prize? We would be very happy if you put on your video. Are any of these kids who are receiving prize there? As your name is announced, please put on your video and you can wave and say hello to us. We would like to see you. Okay, go ahead, Rohit, please.
Yes. So the second.
We can see your present. Huh? Yeah, now.
Yeah. The second competition which we had is photography competition. In photography competition, we have got Insia Khan. She had drawn a beautiful. She had clicked a beautiful photograph of reflection of sun in the water. Okay. So congratulations, Insia. Are you there, Insia? Insia, are you there? Okay. This is just to inform you all that we are also live on YouTube. We will be sharing the recording to the participants. So definitely, Insia will be connecting with these visuals, and that's how we are going to function. So next competition. Okay. The poetry competition we have conducted, Ananya Sharma is the winner. We had only one winner for the poetry competition, Ananya Sharma. I believe Ananya is also not there. Okay, so congratulations, Ananya. I hope you will be connecting with us. You will be getting the certificate. I request all the participants who are there, after the announcement, after the program, we will be circulating the feedback form, okay, wherein you are requested to fill up your feedback forms. As soon as you fill up your feedback forms, okay, you will be getting, within some time, you will be getting your certificate. Okay, so students are the people who have won the awards. They are requested to fill up the feedback form. The link will be available in the chat box.
Okay, sir.
So thanks a lot and congratulations to all the winners.
Sir,
Yes, madam.
we have invited our judge for the drawing competition and he is attending this session. I
Yes,
would
yes.
like to introduce Sir from Mr. Raman Chari, sir. Yes, can we see him?
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much, sir, for at the with any time you are there, and then this competition also is really very important for us. And you have evaluated this as a art teacher and who was a principal of the school in Ville Parle. So, sir, can you just name the school which you were the principal? Switch on your mic, sir. Sir, can you switch on your mic?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now, sir.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to congratulate Vidya and all the organizers, principals of that event. Vidya told me regarding the drawing competition. Before that, I would like to tell you, I was a principal at GME's High School and Junior College at Ville Parle East. My core subject was painting. I had graduated from JJ School of Art, Mumbai, and then I do full-time painting and exhibit at Jahangir Art Gallery and many other private galleries. So yesterday when Vidya told me regarding your event of Pani Day, the International Water Day, so she told that some entries have been come and you have to evaluate. So I go through that, and the main thing was the entries were very less comparatively according to the event. Actually, it might be a wrong time because there are HSC examinations and 10th standard examinations are going on. So it might be due to that there must be very less respond. Okay, and so the drawings were quite good, impressive, and already they announced the prizes. That is one is that Iba Shahid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you,
And
sir.
and SS Abhirami.
Hiba, can you put on your video? We would like to see you, Hiba. Hiba, can you put on your video? I think, yeah, Chari sir, she's there. I just thought we could see the winner.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think you should also show the painting also. That
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
better.
Hiba
So
is
that
here. Yes. Yes, Hiba, nice to see you. Can you
yeah.
also show your painting? Do you have it with you?
Hiba?
I think she put on the video.
Yes. She's presenting.
Okay.
And basically, yeah, she has done the very beautiful painting.
Yeah.
And normally what happened now, the students, it is not a student's mistake actually, because it is a teacher who is, guiding them from the school level onwards. They are not properly guiding them. That's why the students are directly picking up from the internet. They're copying. Most of them are doing copying work. So the teacher, especially the art teacher and whoever the teachers are there, they should try to make them think about it, the thought process. That is very important. So the people what they do, they judge the painting, what is written. Most of them are written on the, the painting. Writing work has been done. But in drawing, there should not be any kind of writing work as much as possible because it is a visual art. By seeing through visual, one should able to understand and enjoy also. That's what I feel. And second thing, I think three students got good marks. That is Hiba and Abhiramini. And one more is that Devantini. They have done very good, interesting work. Little fine art type of work. But I don't know what are the criteria from your side. Saving water. And once again, I would like to congratulate all the team members who has organized this such a beautiful event, and hope that next time when you do it, there will be good response, and you should start in advance within 1 month, or so that by making marketing kind of thing, so that more and more people can participate in this. And one more suggestion I would like to tell, that if you can do it on the spot competitions, then it will be more interesting, because there won't be a kind of a copying work limitation, because when they do at home now, normally they pick up from the internet and all. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is one thing. So, and when you, of course, now there is a pandemic time. That's why you cannot able to call all the students in a one place and to conduct this kind of competition. So that I can understand. But in future, if you do it on the spot, that there will be some different charm in that, and there will be a good. We should conduct the lecture, and then afterward the competition will be conducted. Then it will be more interesting. That's what I feel. Okay. And once again, congratulations for all the winners, and all the best for the participant also. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. We agree to your points, but still, in this kind of situation, girls have participated, and the
Yeah.
on-the-spot competition.
Yeah.
We normally do the on-the-spot competition, so girls come up with their own ideas and do it.
Yes,
But in
I
this,
know.
at least to motivate these girls and
Exactly.
motivate anyone, we have
Yeah.
kept this competition so they will get some time
Yeah.
and do it. So
Yes,
that
yes,
is
yes.
the purpose behind it.
Yeah.
So definitely we are doing it every year like that with the on the spot, but this was little special time. So we had to give this liberation to these girls.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No.
yes,
And the show should go on.
yeah, and the criteria was also accordingly made to uh, give that liberty to the students, like that whatever they are creating and whatever they are uploading, so they will be able to connect to that. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll just make a quick announcement. I request all the participants to kindly fill in the feedback form. We've posted the link in the chat box. Once you fill the feedback form, you will be getting your participation certificates immediately. And all the certificates for the participants of various competitions and prize winners, we'll be mailing you the certificates in a span of 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Yes, Sarvat, please take over.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Rajashri Shinde, who's the IQAC coordinator, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarvat. Uh, a very good afternoon to one and all who are present over here. It's my pleasure to propose vote of thanks for this event.
My sincere thanks to principal, vice principal for their support as well as inputs throughout the preparation of the logistic for this event. Also, IQAC coordinator for conceiving this idea of connecting with the youth in this unique way. A special thanks to Gymkhana committee to work all the logistic in such a short span of time. Thank you, Chairperson Ms. Vidya Thakur, members Ms. Shilpa, Dr. Rohit, Dr. Nisha, Ms. Anu. Thank you for your continual efforts. I express my gratitude to MCGM and Pani Foundation for adding value to this green initiative taken up by IQC SVT. Let me thank our next generation leaders, MSc Student Council, and yes, a strong technical support, Mr. Elton. Thank you very much. I extend my thanks to student participants, judges, Mr. Ramanchari, Dr. Rohit Pawar, Ms. Manjari Bhalerao, who in a short notice they could judge all the entries and give us a result soon. I thank you all for attending this program, and I also request all the students, participants, SVTites, non-SVTites, to spread a word of this kind of initiatives taken up by our college to your circles and encourage many more participation in future competitions. Okay, so please connect, please be in touch with us on all social connects, follow our page on Instagram. We have follow our website, we have YouTube channel, we are there on Facebook. You will get an opportunity to listen many more such informative sessions in future. I think that's the end of this event. Thank you all. Please fill in the feedback form. The link is already shared in the chat box. Thank you. Vidya ma'am, if you want to add anything, please. Yes.
Dr. Rajeshri, thank you so much for this vote of thanks. And I would like to thank the IQAC cell and head, Dr. Armaiti Shukla, who has initiated this topic, and which is a very important topic for everyone in today to live on the earth. So I'm really thankful and thankful to the complete team of UG and PG Gymkhana committee, and Nisha Velare with her committee very actively participating in this, and UG Gymkhana committee also participating, and technicals Mr. Elton and Rohit sir and everyone who is handling. Thank you so much for this. And the whole team with Shilpa, she has worked a lot for this. So I'm really thankful to everyone. And Dr. Madan madam and Mrs. Manjari Bhalerao madam, thank you so much for being there and being supportive all the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vidya. I think I must congratulate each one of you. It has been a wonderful experience for all of us. And I think very, very valuable information has been shared. And yes, the point taken, maybe, next, now because the International Water Day is on 22nd. So it is a time when, kids are busy with the exams and everything, but it's a good suggestion given by Mr. Chari that, you could host the competitions ahead of time, and because it's a very valuable theme, and we would like more and more kids to participate. So I think next Water Day, we will maybe host the competitions maybe a month earlier, and give adequate time so that you have good number of entries, and then we can definitely, announce the prizes on this day. So that's a possibility, and hopefully, fingers crossed. That day also could be a pre-Water Day, could also be physical. you know, I mean, of course, today we are hybrid. Some are physical, some are virtual. So congratulations to all of you. I think all of you did such a wonderful job, and we really enjoyed the session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And ma'am, nevertheless, those few could attend, few could participate. Definitely, every time this information will go to everyone in multiplication.
Correct.
So definitely, it will be the very fruitful. Thank you so much that we are reaching out with this good thought of conserving water. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.